Alright, webheads, the weekend is over, and now it's time to vote for your favorite comic book cover of the week. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you 2021's top 10 comic book covers of the week. Fans, this is week number 2, that's right, and this is the interactive video series where each and every week, you, the fans, get to vote on which is your favorite comic book cover of the week based off of the top 10 I provide for you. But that's not it. It doesn't stop there. You keep voting week in, week out, and by the time we get to the end of the year, you will also have that say on which comic book cover gets that all-important title of comic book cover of the year. So welcome back, guys. We're on week number 2, and before we get started, if you want to help support Comic Book Corner 2.0, all you got to do is just go on to my home screen, hit that join button, you become a member of the channel, and again, it helps support that channel. And I want to thank all of you for taking the time on voting each and every week, supporting the channel, hitting the bell, subscribe, and all that great stuff. So let's get started. Let's find out who won the first week of 2021, shall we? Well, let me just tell you, this was domination by this cover. It wasn't even close. You guys picked the winner, and the winner of week 1 went to Venom issue 32. It was that Venom vs. Alien variant cover. That cover was the champion of the week, so congratulations. It moves on to that second round. That was a pretty nice looking cover, but I did not expect it to dominate the way that it did. Alright, so here we go. Let's move on to number 10, and number 10 goes to an awesome cover. This one goes to Iron Maiden, A Legacy of the Beast issue 5. This is cover C. This is the NES variant. This one is awesome, as you get to see Eddie there on his own, which looks like original Nintendo video game cartridge. And if you guys are as old as I am, you know what the NES is. You know what those covers look like. Everything about it looks just like old school Nintendo. And when I saw this, I'm like, yeah, man, this is definitely what they're going for here. Such an original looking cover. You get to see 8-bit version of him. Really cool. If this one is your favorite, make sure you vote in the comments section below. Only one vote per person. So I have the recycle truck right outside my door, and it's taken forever to drive by. Alright, so moving on to number 9, we have King in Black Thunderbolts issue 1. This one's done by Juan Ferreira. This one is pretty cool because it displays the entire team of the new Thunderbolts, and also has a crazy ass looking symbiotic dragon in the background. And this book gets you really interested, I think, in reading, right? We definitely have like Taskmaster and Rhino, and we have, I think, Stars in there. So there's a lot of different characters in there. Love the detail that goes into this cover, and I love like the over exaggerated beefy muscles in there as well. Looks really cool. So if this one is your favorite, again, make sure you vote in the comments below. No more than one vote per person. And don't forget, if you don't like any of the covers that I provide for you here today, you can always write in your own vote. It could start to trend and overtake the other top 10. Alright, so moving on through the list, we go on to number 8, and this goes to a DC Future State book. This one goes to Kara Zor-El, Superwoman issue 1. This is done by Alex Gardner. This is cardstock variant. This one's a really pretty nice looking cover, as it looks like you get to see Kara, which looks like she's flying in space. I think she's flying next to the moon, and I love her facial features in this. I like the actual skirt, and I just actually like how the sun is in the background. It's almost a very like traditional type of Superman setting, right? Where if you saw the original Superman back in the day, like Superman would always fly and Earth is in the background, and it's kind of what you expect from Superman, you know, except this one is like Superwoman. So I thought it looked cool. If this one is your favorite, very soft art too, make sure you vote in the comments section below. All right, next, moving on to number 7, we have another King in Black. This is Planet of the Symbiotes. Now, this one is obviously a King in Black tie-in, and this is the variant cover. And I like this cover because this one has Null on it, and it has all the other symbiotes on there that you might recognize. Like, it's got Carnage, it's got Scream, it's got Venom on there. Pretty nice looking cover, as you get to see like this lightning in the background and whatnot. I love the logo or the font of it in the background as well. Looks pretty cool. If this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote in the comments section below. All right, next, moving in to number 6. This one goes to Homesick Pilots issue 2. This is cover B, done by Ward, and this is a weird looking cover. Like, it feels like it's in this like alternate dimension, and it has this weird horseshoe like being, right? Very interesting. The house is flying in the air, and it has like this, I don't know if it's like ground or asteroids around it, and there's blood coming from it. It's just very creepy, supernatural type of book. And if you read the first issue, at the end of the first issue, you got introduced to this horseshoe that kind of has these good luck powers, and it looks like there's this horseshoe has much more in-depth meaning to it. So maybe this character's involved. Who knows? I thought it was creepy, kind of cool, kind of different. If this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote. All right, next, coming in at number 5, we have The Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue 57. This is done by Maestrazzo. This one is awesome, as you get to see a traditional Spider-Man like pose here, where we get to see him going through the city, and he's web slinging through the city. You know, he's got his legs up, and he's just looking right at you. He's coming at you. Traditional, classic, nostalgic. I love the realism of the cover. So if this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote. All right, next, coming in at number 4, this is another DC Future State. This is Dark Detective. This is issue 1. This is Puppeteer Lee Variant A. That's what it's called. So I hope I got it right there. So yeah, this one is kind of cool, as we have the Dark Detective on his gargoyle. It's again another typical type of Batman cover. We've seen a lot of these, but again, I love the darkness of it. His whole face is covered. You get to see the bats in the background. It's raining. He's on that creepy gargoyle, and it's awesome. I think this is a really cool looking cover, and if this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote. All right. So just to let you guys know, all these books are coming out for January 13th, 2021. So if you haven't picked up your covers, or you want these covers, let your comic book shop know now. All right, so moving on to the top 3. We have another Future State book. This is Justice League issue 1, the Kale new cardstock variant. This cover is really nice, as you get to see all the new Justice League members on the cover, right? You got Batman front and center there, and I like this version. I mean, I like the way Batman is drawn in this cover. He just looks a little stronger, a little beefier. He's more armored up. He's ready to do some serious battle. You got the new Wonder Woman there. You got John back there, Flash. You got everyone there. Looks cool. Love the detail, love the colors in the background as well. So if this one is your favorite, vote in the comment section below. All right, so next we're moving on to number 2. And I don't know why I like this cover so much. I've seen much better covers, but I think I like the saying, right? And this one goes to Gwenom vs. Carnage. This is issue 1. This is an In-Huck Lee variant A, as we get to see Mary Jane possessed by the Carnage symbiote, and she says, "Face it, Tiger, you just lost the jackpot." And I just think that's kind of cool how it's like, yeah, you just lost. And where she's always, you just hit that jackpot. So I thought that was kind of cool. She's kind of like leaning next to the door or whatever it is, and she's got the Carnage symbiote on. She got that creepy looking eyes there going. So cool facial expression also. This one is cool. If this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote. And all right, so let's move on to number 1. And this week's number 1 comic book cover of the week, for me anyway, goes to the Immortal Hulk issue 42. This is done by Alex Ross, main variant. He's done like these Hell variants before, and I think that's what we're representing here. I'm going to enlarge the image so I can see it a little bit better. But we get to see a creepy looking leader, and like his stomach is busting open and the Hulk is falling out of it, and he's got these minions coming out of it and they're poking him with sticks. And then in the background you get to see all these minions and demons in hell, and there's just so much that goes to this cover. It's like so intense. There's so much to look at, but it's a really nice looking cover, and Alex Ross is amazing at what he does. So if this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote in the comments section below, guys. So there you guys have it. There are my top 10 comic book covers of the week. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So now it's your turn to hit that like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell. And if you like the content that you saw here, then you're going to like this content right here. So until next time, guys, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off.